Ladies and gentlemen, we're back today with some more reviews. We're going to be talking about the Destination movie here. Sorry if I started there, but Final Destination Part 1. I've watched 3 of them now, so I'm going to knock these out back to back to back. I'm going to be out of town, so I kind of have to knock these on out for you guys. But first movie, I think, sets a really nice expectation here within the franchise. We start off, basically all these movies with a situation where someone is supposed to die, or a group of people here, and then one of these said people has a vision, and then that sways people away from, for example, here in this first one, an airplane. The main character here in this movie, as you guys know, I'm very bad with names, but I love watching the movies. So the main character in this movie has a vision that him and a group of his friends are gonna die in a plane blowing up, basically. um, which I thought was, great there for the first, outing of the series. Make it a plane, something that would actually scare people in real life as well, because stuff does happen with airplanes in real life. And this movie coming on out, I'm sure at the time scared the crap out of people, because if you watch that, you might get in your head a little bit. But the main character here in this movie, I believe his name was it Carter, I believe, or was it Alex? I think it was Alex. Alex sees the vision, and then it plays out, which I like this aspect. It plays out the whole scenario of what would happen, and then kind of gives you an order of which people die, which later on comes to be a key factor. But um we see everything happen, which right away confused me a little bit, because I didn't expect it within the franchise the first time I watched it. But then when it loops back and he's still walking, or I think he's sitting in his seat actually, and he's sitting there in his seat, he freaks out because he just saw everything that ended up happening. He ends up getting himself and a few others kicked off the plane, and then not even 5 minutes later, we see the plane actually blow up and ruin Death's plans. And you guys watch this movie, Death has a huge key factor here within every single movie. If you cheat Death, he's gonna find, or she is gonna find a way to take you on out. And we see that within the movie. So in the order of which these players, or not players, these people were supposed to die, they are taken out by Death separately. We see someone getting themselves hanged in a shower with the wire. I don't know why you'd ever have that wire in the shower, to begin with, but um, he ends up dropping there, and then we see a few others there drop shortly after. I don't want to ruin too much for those who haven't watched it, but eventually we see them cheat Death a little bit more by pulling, certain people out of cars and whatnot, and changing up the order of when people die. But that doesn't matter, because it just skips over that person and then goes to the next person, and then it'll eventually loop back around, which we see quite a bit. The 3 of them at the end of the movie thought they finessed Death because they skipped, everyone in order, and they thought it was done from there. But here to find out, it just circled on back, and then we see person after person taken out until one was just left, and then she eventually assigned herself to an insane asylum where she couldn't end up dying, which I'll touch on briefly in the second movie. But for me, this was a great, opening start to a franchise. I actually really like all these movies. One of my favorite ones to watch when I was growing up. I actually haven't watched these in like 5 or 6 years, so rewatching these right now is great, because I didn't get around to it the last few years, and I'm enjoying these movies. Got 2 more to go. They got a new one coming out next year, which I cannot wait for. I'm super excited for that. But I hope you guys have been enjoying everything that's gone on in the channel here so far. Obviously, this isn't going my one spot here currently. I hope you guys like the brackets. If you ever want to help me, get a new movie that you want me to watch and review, I'll totally do that. Amazon wishlist is going to be on YouTube until I hit 1,000 followers here on TikTok. If you guys could just do me a huge favor, share this around to people, see if I can get, a few more followers here. That would help me on out, because I would love to make this like a full-time thing where I'm reviewing a ton of horror movies, ranking horror movies, coming up with brackets for you guys, just having fun, because I want to incorporate you guys in as well, which I think you guys have enjoyed so far with the bracket I just did with the horror icons. So I appreciate you guys for stopping on by and watching the video. As you can tell, if it pops up on screen, my cat's in the background just watching me do this, so kind of funny. But yeah, Amazon wishlist there on YouTube, guys. I have quite a few on there. There's recommendations. Put them in the comments. I put aside a certain amount every check where I buy another movie or two. Ideally, I like to do 3, just so when I get to my movie hauls, I have some movies there. But until next time, guys, we'll see ya. Appreciate you guys, and have a spooky